Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield, and he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football. now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Minshew sets to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Makes the score.
And it never hurts
14.
to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's crashing. He's checking car. Ready?
From the 27, Minshew. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Check, check, check. Blue draw, working.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Josh Lambeau, the kicker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete to
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Parkey is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
17.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
17.
As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the ball.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on third down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. Second and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And some space here. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 45 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Mayfield going to keep it on the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mayfield on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nursed. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Browns 27. Josh Lambeau to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
28.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Ready? Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. Ball. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Rock it. Shift.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Leo.
Here's Minshew. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
4th down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mayfield. This is brought in by Gibson. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on 1st.